Hey YouTube family, welcome back to our channel. My name is Akeisha Smith.
And I'm Lester Smith.
And we're committed in helping you guys tap into your greatness by uploading weekly episodes that will educate, motivate, and inspire you to create the life you desire. Now today we decided to do a freestyle, okay? So today's episode we're gonna do a get to know me, okay? So what we're gonna do is I have some questions and I will ask us and we will answer them so you can get to know us a little bit more and we can be more relatable to you guys. Okay? So stick around. This is Conversations That Lead to Greatness. Alright, first question. Yeah. Okay, we don't need to. First question. Who is Lester and Akeisha Smith?
Okay. You can start by answering who is Akeisha Smith.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Akeisha Smith?
Uh-huh.
Well, I am a person. No. I am a mother, I'm a wife, and I am I guess a house, I don't like to call it a house maker. What is it called?
Homemaker.
No, I'm a housewife, whatever. But I work from home and whatever, and I take care of the family as far as that part. Mm-hmm. But who am Akeisha? That is a good question. I am a person that is on a journey looking to discover her greatness, looking to discover her purpose and live in the purpose God called me on this earth to be. Mm-hmm. So I'm on this journey discovering that, and I'm also breaking off generational curses. I'm breaking off things that has, been in our family for a long time. So I'm actually being that person to step up to the plate and say, hey, this stop here. I have 2 daughters. Whatever I went through, whatever my mother went through and past generations went through, my children, my girls will not go through it. So that is me. I'm a fighter. Okay?
Oh,
that's who I am.
All right.
I fought for us, didn't I?
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We fought for each other.
Okay. Who is Lester Smith?
Lester Smith. Big Daddy. That's me. That's who I am. Huh? You like that?
Big Daddy.
I think that sums it all right there.
No.
Oh, I got to go a little bit further than that? Okay.
Who?
All right. Lester Smith is the father of 2 girls, a man that didn't want kids. Okay. Didn't want kids because he felt like he wasn't loved as a child. Mm. And just woke up one day and was like, hey, babe, let's have kids. And babe said, hey, let's have kids. And we had kids. So we were together, I don't know if y'all know, but we were together 10 years before we had our first child. Yeah. 10 years. And I'm a loving husband and a father, a provider.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Business, on several businesses. We own several businesses together. Entrepreneur. You know.
I would say entrepreneur.
I'll say that. Okay. But anyway, yeah, several businesses, and I'm a person that always loved to help. If anybody that know me from back in the day, when I first started my Facebook page, I came in there with a mindset on helping people. Yeah. I was always posting something positive because I would come home and tell my wife, I was like, because I went for so long without having a Facebook page. And I was like, babe, when I first got on Facebook, I was like, man, Facebook is so negative. So I said, you know what, I'm going to change that up. I'm going to start posting positive stuff. And I started posting positive stuff on Facebook. And from the reaction that I got from that let me know that I wanted to help people.
Yeah, it was needed.
Yeah, it was needed in the world.
All right.
But anyway.
Question number 2, mm-hmm. Deuce.
Yeah.
Deuce.
Okay.
Deuce. What is some of the hardest things you had to overcome during this journey? You go first. What was some of the hardest
Some of the hardest things to overcome.
Cool, I know mine.
I would say being around people, but
what?
I was never really a people person. Like, I could be with them or be without them, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, one of the hardest things to overcome. That's a hard one. I really can't answer that. You go ahead and answer first, and I might have an answer.
So one of the hardest things I had to overcome in this journey was stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay. Was taking risks, was going against the grain. Like, that was the hardest thing I had to overcome because when those circumstances would come up for me to, that opportunity presents itself, it was so easy for that old mindset to creep back in, that fear, that doubt, like all the negative emotions that I would feel. It was so easy for it to come back in. So that was the hardest things I had to, overcome in this journey, because I had to remind myself continuously, hey, listen to a video or something, or encourage yourself. Don't succumb to that negative mindset, especially when you're trying to move forward. So that was for me. That was one of the hardest things I had to overcome.
Okay.
During this journey.
Okay. I actually started the journey back in 2010.
Yes.
She didn't actually start the journey to 2020. Okay. So it was like 10 years later.
I gotta put it all out there.
Just be honest. Well, actually, we started the journey together because the first part of the journey was the finances.
Yes.
Back with Dave Ramsey. So we started the journey together, but you really jumped in on the journey in 2020. But I was already kind of like on the journey already. But anyway,
yes,
the hardest part I had to deal with is the discipline. Being disciplined as far as getting our helping us to get our finances in order. And what I mean by being disciplined is constantly seeking that knowledge on a daily basis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, constantly seeking knowledge on a daily basis about helping us to get our finances in order, because we got married in 2010.
Yeah.
I said that in the previous episode, and I'm going to say it again. We got married in 2010, and I felt like our finances were not good, and the number one cause of divorce is finances. And I didn't want that to happen to our marriage, so that way, if I felt like I didn't want that to happen to our marriage, I needed to jump in on finances and find out what's going on with finances so that we won't have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the discipline as far as getting finances in order, that was probably the hardest part.
Okay. Number 3. What is addicted to greatness, and what does it mean to you?
Okay.
What is addicted to greatness, and what does it mean to you?
Okay. You asking me, or you want to go first?
No, you go first.
Addicted to greatness is, we actually sat down and we came up with that name. We had a bunch of different names on a piece of paper. And
creative thinking session.
Yeah, creative thinking session. I think it probably was about 20 names. And a lot of the names had already been taken. And I was like, addicted to greatness. And then it stuck with me. I just kept saying it over and over again in my head. I'm like, addicted to greatness. I think that's it right there. That's the one. And we said, and we both came together like, okay, that's the one. And addicted to greatness, we all have greatness locked up inside of us. Greatness is the ability to tap into the powers of your own mind to embrace it and use it. So, my thing is, if we all have greatness locked up inside of us, it's just up to us to bring it out. And as I kept reiterating that in my head and kept saying it over and over again, I'm like, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's his name. Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for me, what it means and stand for, like, I always have a motto that, like, even though if you watch any of our episodes, we believe strongly that with the right mindset, with the right, like, dedication, action, and discipline, like, you can create the life that you desire. The desire that you have in your heart, you can create it.
You can be, do, and have anything you want.
Yeah, and that's why we focus all our episode, any content that we put, it's around greatness, because in order for you to reach and tap into greatness, you have to change that mindset. You have to have a mindset of greatness. And what that means is you recognize that the power that your mind holds, it's magnificent, okay? You recognize that your mind can change your situation, your circumstance, your limitations.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. By tapping into that power. Because whatever you focus on, whatever you think, whatever you meditate, become a manifestation of that into your life. So we all know that. We know that to be a negative thing, but now we're just moving on to a positive thing. So greatness, that's why it's like, with me, it means like, just change your mindset. Get into that right mindset. Be dedicated. Have dedication. Have self-discipline. Like, know what you want and go after it. Go after it no matter what. No folding over here. Ain't no folding.
Even the Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
And
do not conform to the pattern of this world.
Woo, boy, don't do that. We got to stay on questions. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
So, yes.
Yep.
All right. Question number 4. What is a future goal of Addicted to Greatness?
A future goal of Addicted to Greatness.
Yes, future goal. Not right now, future.
Okay. With me personally, I want to direct it more towards young men, young boys.
Okay.
And that's just me. Okay. I don't know what she has in her mindset as far as Addicted to Greatness is concerned, but as far as me, because I was a young boy, young man at a point in time, and I was lost. Okay. Got to hang with the wrong crowd and this and that, and Like I said in the previous episode, I was real smart from the age of 0 to
0.
Yeah, 0 to 6th grade.
Oh, you're so extra.
Mom started on me early. You know what I'm saying? And reading books and this and that, and then I started getting bullied around the 5th or the 6th grade, and I stopped reading, and went from one of the smartest to one of the dumbest. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. Just being honest. The teacher asked me to do something, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And went to get in a lot of trouble and this and that. And I want to let young men know that it's okay to be smart, that it's okay to read, that it's okay to have the desires of your life. You know what I'm saying? And,
that is cool.
It's cool. And don't let somebody, what am I trying to say?
Different than you.
Don't let somebody different than you make you feel bad about you being smart and whatnot. So that's my thought process.
Okay, so one of my future goals for Addicted to Greatness is to reach a part of the world that is struggling, that haven't been reached yet. Like you said, with young men and young women, I feel that if we can reach them at a younger age, with the information that we have, we can change the world, like, no matter what. And also, another goal, I said one, but another goal is to teach other people to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just us living this life or us, being out there teaching, but to teach someone else how to, each one teach one type thing.
Exactly.
So it's not like just us getting on stage and coaching people. It's to teach other people what we know. Like, that is a future goal of mine. It's not even about me. It's about God getting the glory. It's about Addicted to Greatness being, okay, this is what God did for Addicted to Greatness. So whatever God have us to go, whatever He have us to do, that is the future goal of Addicted to Greatness. Whatever His goal is, it's our goal. But it's mostly to help the youth, help the young women coming up. Like, I have a soft heart for women, for young teenage women that's coming up into this world, especially right now, because it's like, if you're different, if you stand for something, it's almost like you wrong for standing for having standards. Like, it's wrong. Like, I don't understand it.
It's all about service, serving other people, whether it be kids, grown people, whoever. It's Addicted to Greatness is all about service. We want to serve the people.
To tap into greatness, baby.
Exactly.
Number 5. Okay. How did you overcome being raised in an environment that was not conducive to you? I think that's more your question. That's a powerful question. Okay, I have a little bit. Yours is more in depth.
My environment growing up, I don't know. I've told you guys this. My mom was on crack. Okay, I didn't have my father in my life. I met him one time. Okay, that was definitely not conducive to the life that I'm trying to live right now today. Okay, you could just imagine what I went through as a child. I seen a lot of things that I wasn't supposed to see. Me and my sister. My sister's passed on now, and she was 3 years younger than me. I'm 42 years old, so she's would have been 39. So she, and me and my sister would always say that we're not gonna be like mom when we grow up, and mom was on welfare and this and that, and my sister took on that route, even though she said she wasn't gonna do that. She took on that route and went down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? My mom passed when I was 18 years old. She passed with AIDS, and my sister went down the same path. But I said that to say this: that was definitely not conducive to the life we're trying to live, as far as Addicted to Greatness is concerned.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But let me say this too. That made me who I am today.
Yeah.
That made me who I am today, and I got stories to tell. I got a ton of stories to tell. You understand what I'm saying? And I know there's people out there that probably was in the situation that I was in, and they can listen to what I have to say and learn and say, well, if he did it, I can do it. And see that, and they can relate to it. And see, that's why I want to jump in front of the camera. That's why I want to jump on stage. That's why I want to talk to people. That's why I want to talk to young boys, because that what I went through, hey, you can't let that define who you are as a person.
Yes.
Hey man, this thing is deep. It's deep. It's deep. I can go on and on, but I'm gonna let her talk.
Yeah. So how did I overcome? I was raised in some, like I said, it was different. With me, it was mostly of my environment was more of limiting beliefs, limitations. That was like our God. That makes sense. So being raised in that environment, it was mostly I was so afraid to step out, so afraid to try, so afraid to be the first one to do something, because it's like, you don't do that. Girl, you stay in that comfort zone. We ain't. That ain't what we do. So with me to overcome that, it's almost like God put me in situations where I didn't have no choice. Either if you want better, if you want this, and you don't, you either gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to jump, make a decision. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to jump. And that's how I overcame it. And is it hard? Yes, to this day, I still, it still come up. But it doesn't stop me. It doesn't paralyze me when it come up. It's just like, okay, bam, I recognize what it is. All right, God, this is what you're trying to do. Let me just make this move. Do it afraid. So with me overcoming that limiting belief, that was my environment. And even like to this day, my family still is limited in their thinking when it comes to certain things. And just to where I'm at now, just to be around that, it's almost like, yeah, hey, how you doing? Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So because I know I still struggle with that to a point. It's not 100% gone out of me. So you have to limit that exposure to what you're struggling with. It's not like, okay, I love my family dearly, but if you is still in that old mindset, I'm not going to be around that for a long period of time, because that can seep back into me, and then I can go back to step one that what I had already overcome. So yeah, that was one of the things, and that's how I overcame it. It was just almost like God put me in a situation where I just had to jump. If I had to just do it, it was almost like push. Okay. Now question number 6. What is one thing if you can do over, you would do? What is one thing if you can do over, you would do?
I can think on that one.
I would. I hate when I would go first. I would say for me, it would be to listen to you early on in our relationship.
Oh, Lord, how much.
I know I hate it. I want to say it.
But let me say this: if you would have listened, we wouldn't be where we are today. Probably. Yeah. It took you screaming and hollering and what am I trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I would say that to a point, because you will always end up where you are meant to be. It will just take you a longer route, okay?
Yeah.
And the reason why I said that, because I feel like we could have been further along quicker. And we could have, got more exposure to help more people than what, you know what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. But to me, if I would have listened to you early on, if I wouldn't have been bullheaded, immature to a certain, I think we would have been, even with our finances and how many, real estate deals and everything, we could have been on it. But I do not regret the journey. Do not, because it made me who I am now. So yeah. You ain't got it. No, that's your thing. I'm
glad you pointed that out, though. I'm glad you pointed that out. That we would have been a lot further along if you would have just listened.
And I remember when you used to say that.
Well,
it used to,
let me say. I want to say exactly what you used to tell me. And let me learn for myself. I know what you used to say. Let me learn for myself. I know you've already been through this and that there, but let me learn for myself. I'm like, but why should you have to learn for yourself if I've already been through it and I can give you some kind of guidance on how not to go through that?
And you know what? And the killing thing, I think that's just human nature. Because you think about...
No, it was just you being bullshit.
No. What I mean by human nature, think about it.
Yeah.
When our parents tell us about something they've been through, hey, I know about this. What the kids say? Mama, you too old. You don't know nothing. Daddy, you don't know nothing. This is different time.
See, that's the way she felt that I was been, because I'm 7.5 years older than her.
Yeah.
So she figured like he older, he don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I did not figure that.
I don't know what you figured.
No, let me tell you what it was. Because I have nothing but brothers. I'm the baby. So I was raised in a household of nothing but boys that trying to tell me what to do. And I was like, when I kind of got out and I got with you, 18, 19, you ain't, like, you not my brother, you not my dad. Like, you don't tell me in that sense. Again, it's the tone. Just saying. But
give me that question again.
Question 6. What is one thing, if you can do over, you would do?
I don't think I would do anything over.
You ain't gotta have one thing.
No, I honestly don't think I would do anything over. Let me tell you why. Because everything that I've done in the past made me who I am today.
Yeah, we know that.
Because if you change any single thing, I wouldn't be who I am and what I am today.
Yes. But what is one thing, if you could change, you would be farther along than where you are today. If you can go back and move yourself farther along.
probably asking for help sooner.
Ooh, okay, I like that. I'm glad you said that.
Asking for help sooner. Because let me tell you something. A lot of us are afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Okay? Even if it's been asking for help from somebody that you don't know. You know, you have plenty people on YouTube, books, whatever, just asking for that help, just going seeking that knowledge, asking for that help. I probably would ask for help for a whole lot sooner. I asked for help back in 2010 on my finances. I probably would have asked for help sooner instead of asking for help in 2010. Probably would have been in 2005, 5 years earlier. That would be probably the only thing I probably would change. But everything that I've done in the past made me who I am today, so I don't really feel like I should change anything, really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But just asking for help a little sooner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this is question number 7 now. Oh, Lord. How well do you take criticism?
Yeah. Yeah.
How well do you, not me, you. We talked about yourself.
Yeah, okay. Back then, before I was on my personal journey to growth and whatnot, I didn't take criticism well.
Okay.
Okay.
I like
Just
that.
being honest.
Love that.
I didn't take criticism well. But as I got older, and I've seen a family member that can't take criticism at all, whether it be constructive criticism or criticism, period. And I say, I don't want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit back and I'm like, I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So as I sat back and got to watching that person, I'm like, no, maybe I am like him. And I need to sit back and meditate on that and change that thing up.
Yeah.
Because he's not well at taking criticism. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And as I did that, it made me better at taking criticism. And you know, even she'll tell you, in the beginning, I'll be like, I just go off. You need it. But after a while, I just got back. I was like, well.
You thought about it.
I got to sit back. I'm like, well, maybe I need to sit back and think about what she's saying. Let me think about that for a few minutes. So even she'll tell you right now today, she'll come to me and tell me something, and I'll be like, and I get quiet. Mm-hmm. I'll be sitting back and thinking. And she'll be like, well, why you ain't saying nothing? And I'll be like,
but let me think on it.
Let me think on that. I'll get back with you later on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you know, men, let me tell you something about men. We don't process information as fast as women do. That's just period point blank. That's just been, we have to sit back and meditate on information. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because have you ever noticed that when y'all in an argument, the woman will be going, this and that there, but the man will come back later on and say something. he won't say that right there and there. He had to come because we got to process information a little slower than women do. That's me. I know, and several other guys that I've talked to about this, they say the same thing. But yeah, that's yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. What you got? On that one.
How well do I take criticism?
Not very well.
No, don't see that. Don't do that, sir. I take.
Be honest now.
No, I'm finna take. Come on, now, nothing but honest. Y'all know I don't care.
Yeah.
Judge me, judge mama. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
With me, I take it a lot better now because I realize, sir.
That's how you been honest. You better now. Okay.
Because I realized that one thing I had to realize was who the criticism is coming from.
Exactly.
That was my main thing. Like back before 2 or 3 years ago, I was surrounded by people who did not have my best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. So when they give me criticism, it was an attack. Mm-hmm. It wasn't genuine. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, okay, I'm telling you this, because I love you and I want better for you. Mm-hmm. It was almost like I'm gonna judge you and I'm gonna attack you and tear you down. Mm-hmm. So from living a life like that, it made me build up a wall when someone is trying to tell me something. Mm-hmm. So when I got on this journey, I realized who those people were, and I let them go. And I detached myself from them. I realized that criticism is a great thing, mm-hmm. and I'm learning to take it well, because I know now whoever give me criticism, I know you have my best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. I know you want the best for me. Mm-hmm. I know you want me to win, mm-hmm. because that's who I'm surrounding myself with now. Mm-hmm. Anybody else other than that, it's a high and by. Yeah. I can care 2 cents of what you think about me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm doing real good at it. Even when it comes to him, like now be honest. When you tell me something, don't I accept it? I just be like, okay, babe.
Well, I come to a different now.
It's the tone.
It's the tone. I just come to you different now. You know, we business partners as well as a married couple. So I come to her, I say, business partner to business partner. Hey, put your business partner hat on. You know what I'm saying? This is, you gotta take yourself, take our marriage out of the equation, take us being a married couple out of the equation. Yeah. Put your business partner hat on. She do like this here. Okay, I got my business partner hat on. And I say, well, what you doing? That ain't gonna work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to do something different. You know, something like that. But yeah, you know, you got to be open. Let me tell you something too. Business owners. Mm-hmm. If you're a business owner, you got to be open to criticism. Because one piece of criticism can change your whole business. Yep. If they give you that piece of criticism, you be like, well, dang, I never thought about that. That one piece of criticism, you might, you got a restaurant, you might need to put the napkins on the table a certain kind of way or put it on their lap. I don't know what it is. But it's just that one piece of criticism can change your whole business. Yeah. So you got to be careful when you're saying, I'm not going to listen to what this person say and what that person say, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But anyway, next question.
Next question. I don't know what number. I think this is 9. Okay. 8 or 9. Okay. What is one of your heart's desire? What is one thing that is in your heart that you desire the most?
As far as what is concerned, just anything?
Just anything. What is your desire in your heart right now? It can be materialistic. It can be physical, mental.
I have 2 daughters, 6 years old and a 2-year-old. I want to make sure they set up before I leave here. Make sure they set up where they won't never have to worry about asking no man for nothing.
Ooh, I like that.
That's my heart desire. When they, just think about this. When they turn 18, 19 years old, I'll say this in a previous episode, I want to say this again though. I hope my kids say they don't want to go to college. Mm-hmm. And the reason being is because college don't teach you anything. They'll learn more as being an entrepreneur than they'll ever learn in college. So that it'll be $200,000 a piece for them to go to college. So I'd rather give them that money and let them get out into the world as an entrepreneur than to put it into college. And the reason I say it is because I feel as though they'll learn more being entrepreneurs than they will, because I've learned more being an entrepreneur than I ever learned. I didn't go to school. I barely finished high school. so you know, and I make more money than most, you know, people. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. So it's kind of hard for me to try to push my kids to go to college. I'm not saying that I'm gonna say, hey, you shouldn't go to college. I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm not gonna make the decision for them. Yeah. But if they want to go to college, then go to college. But daddy gonna be more happy for them if they don't go to college. And also too, let's say when they 18, 19, 20 years old, daddy and mom start them off with a duplex. Mm-hmm. A duplex, and they living on one side and renting the other side out. Just think if your parents would have did that. Your parents would have did that and put you off to that start. And within a couple of years, you probably would have got another one and another one and another one. And keep on doing that over and over again. Let me tell you something. Real estate, I've said this in previous episodes too, real estate is the quickest way to wealth. And you set your child up 20, 21, 22 years old, and they set up for success for the rest of their life through real estate. That's how I want to set our kids up. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, let me change my desire.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's is materialistic.
Hey, well, mine's materialistic too, but it's as far as setting kids up though. Setting them up.
Well, I would say this because I like to record a document, because when I'm manifesting this and when it happened, y'all gonna know. Okay. Mm-hmm. So my heart's desire, I mentioned this in a couple of videos, is a G-Wagon. Okay. Okay?
Yeah. Well, you know, you could go whatever you want. You know,
okay, yes, right.
That's up to you. You know. That's
my heart's desire. Okay. That is my dream car. As of now, it's a G-Wagon. I want it pink, but I'll settle for red wrap. You know, black trimmings, you know. Yeah. White insides, leather, fully loaded, you know. Yeah. On the kit, you know, with the big tires, because I had my Jeep Wrangler, so I kind of wanted to remember that. So right now, that is my heart's desire. And when it happened, guys, this is documented, okay, on several videos, that what we're teaching is real. Because when it comes to fruition, you gonna know.
You gonna manifest it. If you set up, if you dwell. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Whatever you dwell upon, you gonna magnify it into your life. Yeah. So if that's your heart desire to have a G-Wagon or a Cadillac Escalade or whatever it is, and you dwell on that every day, go down there, take a picture in the car, put the car on your phone, you know what I'm saying, see the picture on your phone, take a picture in the car, see the car on the street every single day, that's getting deeper. Every time you do that, that's getting deeper and deeper into your subconscious mind. And as that gets deeper into your subconscious mind, God is gonna give you ideas to be able to get that what you desire.
It's funny. He'd be like, God, you do it every time. God.
Just say it. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So last question. This is gonna be a 2-part question, but it's the last one. What led you on this journey to greatness or healing, and how did you find your purpose?
What led me on this journey to greatness?
Yeah.
I think my grandmother did that.
Okay.
I think my grandmother did that. I said this in a previous episode. I'm gonna say it again, just in case you watching this for the first time. My grandmother used to take me to rich white people's houses when she was a maid at their houses, and I would ask her, Grandma, can you give me $5, $10? She's like, no, son, I'm not gonna give you that. You're gonna have to come work for that. And I would go with her, and what she would do, she would put the clothes in the washing machine. I would put them in the dryer, and then I would fold them up, something like that. At the rich white people's houses. And as I did that, and she would give me my money, and I would say, well, Grandma, can you come pick me up again tomorrow? And, the next day, because I started making money, and she taught me the value of hard work. And I think that started me on the road to greatness and his journey. Even back then, I didn't even know what was going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think that really, because it helped me to see more, do more, and have more. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So, and as I got to seeing that, I was like, because the only other time I seen stuff like that was on TV. Yeah. And I would have never seen nothing like that if it wasn't for her. And she basically, she didn't know what she was doing at the time, but she set me up on the road to greatness, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find your purpose?
How did I find my purpose? I found my purpose because, like I said back in, I forget when I got on Facebook, but when I seen all of my friends and this and that, and the feed that I follow, I just, when I got on Facebook, I just went crazy and started following all the people that I went to school with, and close friends and all that. And I'm looking at this feed, I'm like, man, no, this not it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I knew, and like I said, in 2010, when I started on the financial journey, when we started on the financial journey to get better with our finances, I'm like, all these people on here, they not even thinking about, even trying to.
They popping bottles.
Yeah, they popping bottles in the club every weekend and this and that. And 2010, how old was I in 2010? That would have been
22. That was 12 years ago.
That would have been 29, 28. So I'm like, when you in your late 20s, you already know people in the club, they popping bottles, they balling now, big rims on the cars and everything, and I didn't have the desire to do all of that. Yeah. And I knew I was different then. I was like, I think
do something different.
Yeah, it's time to do something different. So I immediately started trying to motivate people.
Yeah.
And I did because people would come and they would see me at work and stuff like that. They'd be like, hey man, I like what you posted on your Facebook and this and that, and they'll say they liked it, but they were doing that. They weren't doing that to change their situation, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So that's how you found the purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Purpose to want to help people.
To want to help. Mm-hmm. With me, how did I find my purpose? It was kind of similar to you. I was working in the salon, got tired of it. Was looking for a reason to close. COVID hit. Bam. Yes. Closed the salon down. Started wigs. Got tired of that. Decided to close it down. But through those two transitions, the reason what kept me there was the people. The people that come sit in my chair, my clients that, would come and, I still did hair at home, or I did wigs, or even my students I would teach, or, my customers. I love motivating, inspiring them and, just, hey, what to do with this? Hey, what about this? Think about it that way. I found that was the main reason why I stayed open with my salon. Mm-hmm. That was the main reason. Mm-hmm. It was more of the people that come sit in my chair. And even before then, I still had friends. I always was the go-to friend. I was the person back then where I can help you with your problem, but I'm still here. Couldn't help myself. But I would lend, I would give. So that's when I realized, hey, maybe this is my fulfillment. This is my purpose. So that's what led me to my purpose. Mm-hmm. Now, what led me on this journey to greatness? I would say with me, my journey, my first thing was healing. That's what led me on this journey. I realized that I had to heal from a lot of things in my past. from a lot of friendships, from a lot of failed relationships. But not failed relationships.
Not a lot of failed relationships.
Well,
failed relationships.
Failed relationship, like letting go of that. And most of my main thing was friendships. Like I had some hurtful friendships. Deep, okay? Deep. And I had to heal from that. And I realized that that's what molded me to become this person that I was. Like, this person with no new friends. Like, you know what? I was so closed off. Stop it. But I was so closed off, standoffish. And, people think, I was so just hateful and mean. And it wasn't that. It was just I was guarded.
She was scared of.
Exactly, because I was so used to.
Who she opened her heart up to.
Yeah, and I was so used to friends letting me down. Like, I'm the type of person, because I come from all boys, I crave a relationship, a sisterhood. Because I never had that. I never experienced that in my life. So all I had was brothers. So when I become friends with you, I'm gonna ride it out for you, and I expect you to do the same. So the whole thing was when I expect them to treat me the way I treated them, and they did. So with this journey, in order for me to break free from that, I had to heal. I had to go on a journey to, ask myself why. Ask the question why on a lot of things. So that's why I say in any of our videos when we talk about healing, I go in on healing, because that's how you overcome. You can't heal something without facing it. So
you can't heal from something without facing it.
Yes. Yeah. You got to heal before you move forward in anything, because if you think you can just push it, suppress it, and then when it resurfaces again that you okay, you're not, because it's a trigger. It's a trigger. It's going to always trigger that old emotion. It's going to trigger you to go back to your old self. So you have to overcome and heal it and then move forward. So that's what led me on this journey to greatness. Once I did my healing, it's almost like, okay, cool, I'm giving everybody grace. Even myself grace. Because I'm not perfect.
Yeah. So
that's when I say I'm on this whole thing, I'm in a season of grace. That's when I completed that healing. Just saying. Go heal, y'all. All right, so that's it. That's the last question. I think that was 10 questions.
Okay.
So we hope this video was very fun, informal, and you got to know us a little bit better on a personal level. I hope we can relate to a lot of you guys, that lets you know, hey, no matter where you came from, your environment, your upbringing, your past, whatever obstacle you have overcome or have to overcome, guess what? You're not alone. We did it all. We had a hard upcoming bringing, however you want to say it, too. And, that's not stopping us. And that's the whole business message, branding message of Addicted to Greatness. Don't let your obstacles, your limiting beliefs, your environment, anything that can stop you, don't let it stop you. All you have to do is get in your right mindset, have dedication, have commitment and discipline. You can overcome any and everything that you face in your life and create the life you desire.
Exactly. That's
the whole brand messaging behind Addicted to Greatness. Anything else?
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Yo. I'm sorry.
The main thing that I would say is to have discipline.
Yeah.
You gotta have discipline on this journey. You gotta have discipline in all things. Okay? Mainly with finances, healing, going to the gym. Yeah, just yourself overall. Discipline is the main. If anybody asks me, the one thing I would say you need to have is discipline. And you need to have discipline in order to tap into your greatness.
Yeah.
You got to have that. And as you have that discipline, you're going to grow that much faster. Get as much discipline as you possibly can, because it's going to help you grow that much faster.
Yeah.
Okay?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
And when you say discipline, I always break it down to 3 categories. Your mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah.
If you're disciplined in those 3 areas, you cover every entity of your life. Be disciplined in your mind, the way you think, how you think. Your body, how you take care of it, what go in and what go out, working out. And your spirit man, connecting with God. Being disciplined with everything He tells you to do.
And you should be doing those 3 things on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And as you constantly keep doing those 3 things on a daily basis, you're going to constantly keep renewing your mind. And as you constantly keep renewing your mind, you're going to get closer to God. You're going to get, everything going to get better for you.
Everything.
Let me tell you something. Since we started this, everything got better.
Better.
Everything got better because we're getting closer to God on a daily basis. Let me say this. We should be giving a tenth to God. 10%. Well, you know how they say you should be tithing. You should be tithing to God on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You need to do that.
And we ain't talking about money.
We ain't talking about money. We're talking about getting in your Bible, You know, just your time. Just saying thank you, God. Just saying that over and over again. You might just say thank you, God, for all hours. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. You know, it's just tithing your time. You know, because the time that we got 24 hours in a day, 8 hours a day we sleeping. You know what I'm saying? That time is not ours. It's God's time. And all of that time is God's time. So you got to give a portion of that time back to Him. You understand what I'm saying? So let me say this here, guys. God is good. Life is good. When we look good, we feel good. We live in a life of God. Peace.
Deuces.